Everybody, Andy here again. I hope to entitle this particular vlog Interesting Places to Vlog Part 1. I mean, I've done vlogs in different parts of the world, even in America and places like that. But this is the first, even on the beach obviously, which I do quite a lot. But this is the first vlog I think I've ever done from an Iron Age hill fort. So that's a bit different, isn't it? I'm up on Mt Caburn. There's another video probably around about a particular walk. But something I wanted to talk about, and I thought, let's do it now, Andy. I had a conversation on Facebook with a couple of good musically minded friends of mine a couple of days ago, and one of them was posing the question about tribute bands and all that type of thing. And obviously the conversation then evolved into talking about the way that the music industry is now. And as people know, I'm a big music fan and music lover and have been for a long time, and I've spoken about music before. But it also ties in with something else that I was watching on the TV, or caught a bit of. I was not really watching it, but you know, sitting down as a family and it was on. Yes, yeah, you're going to believe that, aren't you? And we're sort of talking about this whole idea now that everybody, in the past, you sort of earned your fame, you know, and everybody had to work for it, etc. But nowadays, with the rise of the Simon Cowells, all of those X Factor Idol type programs, and the countless spin-offs that you've got now, not the celebrity ones, but all the countless spin-offs. And there's a new one that we were watching called "Don't Stop Believing," I believe. They all seem to nick very good rock songs, don't they? I mean, great. It's bought the guys from Journey a good few quid, I should think, a few dollars in royalties and that, etc. as well. So in that respect, it's quite good. But there's almost now people seem to think that they've got a right to be famous. That sort of rise of the whole celebrity culture that you've got now, and what you would class as the D-list, X-list, Z-list celebrities who get reality TV shows and turn up on all these other things. The whole celebrity culture has brought this along, I think, and now you've got people who really are ordinary people. Well, like anybody, any celebrity is an ordinary person. They're just the same as you and me. They've got slightly different circumstances. Yes, some of them play up to it more than others. Others try and be a bit low-key. Sometimes it happens by accident. I was actually thinking about this the other day. About what it must be like to be some of these people, these really, really famous people who aren't necessarily in it for that. It's part of their life. And what do they think? They didn't go out setting out, especially in the early days. You think back to the 60s, but you know, say the Beatles. Let's give a good example of the Beatles, the Paul McCartneys of this world or something. He never went into the music business, the songwriting business, it wasn't a business then. He didn't go in there with that idea that one day he'd be one of the most famous people in the world, and everywhere he went, people go, "Look, there's Paul McCartney," you know, and I've done it myself. "Oh, look, there's Paul McCartney." So the whole nature of things has changed now. People now, because I suppose that was the start of it all, and this could become a very long, elongated ramble because I haven't really thought about this. Things have changed now because of the rise of television and the rise especially of these X Factor type programs. As I said, that people almost feel that there's a right to be a celebrity, and they go on to these programs. We've all seen the audition programs for the X Factors and that type of thing. And yes, it's that Schadenfreude type of thing where it's sort of taking pleasure out of other people's misfortune. You see some of the people on there, but some of these people, even the people who get knocked back, and you're laughing at, because you can see that they really haven't got any talent, or it's very, very small. They haven't got a hope in hell of getting anywhere in the program, and yet they feel that they're good enough. Their parents feel, it's an outrage. You see them going back into the audition room and having to go at Simon Cowell or the other panellists because they think that they're good. They're not, they're rubbish. And unfortunately, there is that thing now. Yes, we can all think of people who've got somewhere who we don't think have got as much talent as everybody else, but they have got talent. But we're now in an age where people are getting celebrity status when really, let's be honest, they haven't really got the talent. All they are mouthpieces for somebody else. They're not writing the songs. A lot of the time when they are recorded, they're auto-tuned or something like that as well. So we're not getting that real creativity, and it's really stifling everything. This whole sort of me, this fame type of thing, it's bleeding over now into everything. It's probably happening in TV, for example. It's polluting TV because of all the reality TV shows, the copycat shows that we're getting for the musical type things, and it's just a glorified type of karaoke. Where are the real songs going to come from in the future? Most of the songs that we're getting now aren't that great. Just think about it. The ones that have come along recently, Don't Stop Believing, Journey, all this, was it Glee, that program, which I've never seen. All the songs that they're covering, I could be wrong, but they're older songs. The fact that they have to go back to the 70s or the 80s to get songs by Journey and the other people, and shows that maybe there isn't the songs around. They need something that's recognisable. It's good, as I said, that they're actually taking rock songs, and maybe those rock songs that I've always loved are coming back into the fore, and people say, well, actually that's a good song, rather than before where no one would actually admit to actually liking anything that come from that sort of poodle hair type of days or something like that, and the spandex trousers. Yes, it was an embarrassment fashion-wise, but the music was good, wasn't it? So there you go. And that, as I said, the TV culture's being ruined by that now, and you can't really turn on the TV without some minor celebrity turning out. And I so often say to my wife, to my daughter, to my son, who is that? And sometimes they can't really explain who they are. I said, well, why are they famous? Well, they played something, or they were in a Big Brother years ago and they did this. And you think, there's no talent there. That's not real celebrity, what I could call celebrity. Maybe I'm an old dinosaur. Maybe the world has moved on, and maybe I just don't like the way that it's going. But I think we're going to pay a price for this, especially with the music industry. I have an interest in most types of media. You even look at the magazine industry, the news industry now, TV news, newspaper type news, that's being corrupted as well. It isn't just the music business, it isn't just TV, it's happening everywhere. We're going to start getting movies, films about this type of thing. I'm sure they're already out there and I just haven't seen them. But the music's the one that annoys me, and we see it's all manufactured pop music, it's all glorified karaoke using old songs or songs that are written specifically for the people. The people haven't got any talent. I was reading an article yesterday about these people miming to records. Okay, this is in the past, the Milli Vanillis and all those type of people, but even up to now, when you've got, as I said, the auto-tune, people haven't got great voices, and if they have got good voices, there have been some people that have come out of these X Factor type shows that have been given an opportunity which they would never have had in the past. I accept that, and that is good that someone like that actually gets a chance to put what is a real talent out there. I don't know anything, and I've never heard Susan Boyle sing because that doesn't interest me, but by all accounts she's got a great voice. Best of luck to her. It's given her an opportunity. Whether it's done her any good in any other fashion, I don't know, but have been others that have actually, you think, hey, you hear something, you think, that's a bloody good voice, that is. Best of luck to you. But so much of it is manufactured, is rubbish. And yes, this was a bit of a rant, but I think it's something that needs to be said. And as I said, this also comes over into the tribute band type of thing that we were talking about online. And I actually had a conversation with a good friend of mine, a musician friend, and we were talking about this. Tribute bands generally, but local music, what it's like where you are. But Hastings, where I live, is a big musical town. There's some wonderful musicians. You've seen them in the Beatles Day videos that I've done. Excellent musicians who can't get a gig playing their own music for love nor money. It's all tribute bands, it's all covers bands, and that's what people want to see. I was involved with a gig not long ago, and there were 4 bands on. The first 3 bands on were all originals bands, different types of bands, a young band, sort of a slightly older band but playing sort of punky music, a good local rock band playing all their own material. Yes, the odd cover thrown in, fair enough, no problem with that. Got a fairly good reaction, but nothing that great. I thought they were all 3 very good bands in their own way. And then the 4th band that came on, put on last specifically because they were a covers band. They're a local rock covers band. Nothing wrong with them, they're a good band, they're a good bunch of guys. But as soon as they come on and started playing, everyone was up dancing, and I'm thinking, what the, yes, they're okay, but they're not that good a band. Yeah, I'm not knocking them at all. What they do very well. But I'm thinking, why are you reacting this way to that? It just shows that maybe we're pandering to the people. Maybe this is what the people actually want. They want familiarity. They want the tribute band to have something that they know that they can dance with, rather than listening to something new. And as I said, that's affecting the local music industry. The new bands aren't coming up. If they are coming up, they're having to go somewhere else to get some sort of exposure, London or Brighton and that. A local band that we have, the band Keen, for anyone who knows, live very, very close to Hastings, literally 5 miles away from Hastings. They never played a gig, as far as I know, in Hastings until after they were famous. They became famous and they did a local charity gig. They went to London because they realised, and this is going back 10 years nearly, they realised that that was the only way that they were going to get success, and that was then. That was before the real rise of the X Factor idols. So what on earth is the future going to hold? I really do despair sometimes for this type of thing. I love new music, I love old music as well, but where's the originality going to come? Where's all the new stuff going to come? Whether it be in films, whether it be in TV, media generally, music, everything like that. I think we're in a downward spiral. So anyway, a bit of a glum one, wasn't it? But there you go. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'd love to hear your points of view on this one. It's gone on for far too long, so I'm going to stop it there. Thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.